A few weeks ago, one of the films that featured in that American list was Jagged Edge, a courtroom drama starring Jeff Bridges and Glenn Close that was directed, incidentally, by Richard Marquand, who used to work for the BBC before he went on to loftier things, like directing The Return of the Jedi. I mention this because those of us left behind here like to comfort ourselves with the thought that we too might go on to loftier things one day. However, in Jagged Edge, Jeff Bridges plays a man accused of murdering his very wealthy wife, and Glenn Close is the attorney chosen to defend him. Tom Brook talked to Mr. Bridges in New York recently.
For Jeff Bridges, Jagged Edge has provided the opportunity to play a far more traditional role than he's been accustomed to. A newspaper publisher charged with murdering his wealthy wife.
You think I killed my wife? Prove it.
You're under arrest for the murders of Paige Forrester and Consuelo Martinez. Frank, read him his rights.
It was a chance for me to play a fella from the upper class. I've been playing a lot of, kind of good old boys or, funky guys for a while, and now this was a chance to play a publisher of a newspaper, the owner of a newspaper, and to dress in suits and so forth, and that was interesting.
Glenn Close co-stars with Jeff Bridges and plays the part of Teddy Barnes, his attorney who also falls in love with him.
I don't want you out in public. I don't want to see any pictures of you in the paper. I want you to look as though your life has been shattered.
My life has been shattered.
Teddy Barnes is a woman who is extremely bright and extremely talented at what she does and very passionate about her work. She's also, as everyone, very vulnerable in some areas. She has been married and it wasn't successful. She has 2 children and she has a career, and it's a very difficult task to pull all that off.
Jagged Edge opened here in America last autumn to rather mixed reviews, but it's built up a good reputation at the box office. What appears to be drawing people in is the nature of the film, because it is quite a cleverly constructed thriller.
I thought it was an excellent thriller. I felt the plot thickening, and I thought that the acting was superb. It was a well-done movie.
I was curious to see the thing unfold. Good tale, good story.
I never knew till the end what was going to happen, and I liked that.
Suspense is maintained because the audience is constantly kept guessing about who did what, and more particularly wondering if Jeff Bridges' character really did kill his wife.
One of the themes that the film deals with, and it is constantly switching back and forth in the audience, is things aren't as they appear to be. Oh yes, they are. They are. It is. Everything is all right. No, it's not. Things aren't. And keep shifting that, and so you don't know, should you trust what you see and what you are receiving from all your senses, or could it all be a lie?
Although most of the American critics didn't rave about their performances, Jeff Bridges and Glenn Close did enjoy working together.
Jeff and I made a pact in the beginning of the movie that we would never hesitate to suggest things to each other, different ways of doing scenes, that we would have no compunction about saying, what were you doing there? Why don't you try this? So we've had a very open, creative relationship all through this movie. I think we have wonderful chemistry.
She's open to ideas that may be 180 degrees from her own, and willing to say, yeah, that's a better idea than mine, and vice versa. When you have a bunch of people working like that, usually the cream surfaces, and it was very exciting to work with her.
In concept, Jagged Edge is a rather old-fashioned film, reminiscent of American courtroom dramas and psychological thrillers from the 1940s. But it's doing remarkably well at the box office, so far raking in more than $40 million.
If you like thrillers and you like to be put on the edge of your seat and try to figure things out and do a little work while you're sitting in the movie theater, I think this is a picture for you. I think it's something that you'll enjoy.
Well, Jagged Edge opens in this country on March the 14th, and I'll be reviewing it around that time.